Day 67. Ugh. I am so tired and a wee bit hungover. Haha. Thanks, Hobbit. Oh my God. Last night was just horrible with the mosquitoes. Worse, actually, I think the worst part was hearing the cows that were near us just crying. Like, they were just miserable. I hadn't thought about that before. We were in the tent, you know, all sticky and hot, until we got the fly open, which actually seemed to help a little bit because the fly flapping around kept the mosquitoes down a little bit. But the poor cows, oh my God, they were just crying and howling. I've never heard anything like it. And by this time, we've heard a lot of cow noises. It was terrible. Anyway, we got up and out at like 4:20 before the mosquitoes wake up. And, you know, yeah, they're not as bad when you're walking. But we'll see what happens when dawn breaks and they all start shaking off their evil little wings. It's going to be a long day, I think. Hopefully we should be back on the CDT today. So that's happy. And I think most today is going up. We'll see if there's any more cover higher, because we're still pretty much down in big sage land where it's completely exposed. So it doesn't seem to matter if the sun's out. The mosquitoes are still out, so it'd be nice to have some trees too. We'll have to see. Oh, it's about 5:15 and it's already starting to get warm, which is not good because I'm not seeing any other trees anywhere around. It's gonna be a minute, and that's also gonna wake up the mosquitoes that are probably all posted up down in that wet, swampy area down there, or marshy area down there. No, I hope we're not walking by that. But today the goal is basically to try and sweat and exert as little as possible, because mosquitoes are attracted to sweat. And also, the more we sweat, the more we're gonna have to pick up water, which means hanging out where the mosquitoes live more frequently. And I don't care to do any of that. Hopefully once we get up into the higher elevations, which is basically over in those high mountains, it won't be as bad. I don't see any snow up there, so maybe this mosquito season has passed in those mountains. I don't know. I'm just trying to be super optimistic, because otherwise, oh my God, I'd probably just have to get off trail and like go drink a bunch of beer and then think about my bad choices before I came back out here. Anyway, we're doing wardrobe change, enjoying maybe a little bit of sunrise in the last few moments of peace before the mosquitoes come and start fucking with us all day. Yay. Pretty sunrise coming up over the mountains. It's nice that there are a few clouds over there because there aren't any place else. So there's something. Oh my goodness, I just got bit by a mosquito. Oh well, enjoy the little things while we got them. We're finally starting to get back up, it feels like, into the mountains. But still not much in the way of trees or cover. It's still cool though, so that's good. But really nice views this morning of both valleys. Definitely like to stay high away from the water. We're having a little sit, enjoying a pretty mosquito-free moment while we can. The views are pretty awesome from wherever we are, in the middle of the desert where the mosquitoes now live. But Oh my goodness. I said we were going kind of slow this morning. We're both so tired. It's been a couple of hard nights with little to no sleep. So, good thing we're in no huge rush. We should still be back on trail later today and at Highway 40 tomorrow to go into Steamboat Springs. So, hopefully, once we get there, we can find some place to get indoors for the evening and actually get some real rest. That'd be awesome. This says it's a public road through private land. But then right over the cattle grate, it says Perkins State Wildlife Area. That's a little confusing. Never heard of this. Open for hunting only. Okay, well, no wonder I haven't heard of it. This is some super out here in open terrain. The only thing that makes it nice is the fact that it's super green thanks to the wet winter. I can only imagine how kind of depressing this must look, like desolate and bleak when it's all brown. I see some signs of human life down there. We're going down the gun site. That's an entrance to Gunsight Pass Ranch. They're down on Antelope Creek. I imagine they have a few miserable mosquito weeks a year, but they can go inside. Oh, it's Aunt Olive's road. Hello, Aunt Olive. Aunt Olive is probably inside, as opposed to the cows that are, oh my gosh, I just felt so horribly for those cows last night. It was seriously like, oh, I was like crying inside for them because they were just suffering so much from the mosquitoes, and they're having to deal with that crap probably twice a day, every day, till the mosquito season dies. Oh, poor things. And soon here, we'll have, like, the road will come back around to Antelope Creek, and we'll probably have to stop there and get water ourselves, which means that we'll get to fend off mosquitoes too. Yay! So Antelope Creek is pretty much fenced off, probably by the Gunsight Pass Ranch people. But yeah, we kind of need water. So luckily we found a little dip here to pop in and get some on the free side of the fence. And as can be expected, there's actually not horrible. There's definitely mosquitoes. There's also cottonwood flying around. And then just your regular garden variety bugs. There's also a couple of, something like hawks flying around up there. And I've seen some hummingbirds. Come on, hummingbirds, come and eat some mosquitoes. The all you can eat is open. It's really pretty out here. It's starting to warm up, so definitely be drinking a little more water, probably for the rest of the day from now on. Ah, there's birds everywhere. Yay. We stopped to get water at Antelope Creek. And I didn't know what kind of access there would be to the creek because it had been entirely fenced off or down a gully. But now it's like pretty much freely accessible right next to the road. My bad. Dope. So this is the National Forest map I bought at the BLM office yesterday. And the black line is the route that I made to get back to the CDT today. We're about here somewhere. And guess what? It's a fucking fenced off private land ranch. Oh my God. It's on Gaia as well as a 4-wheel drive road. But yeah, there's like, we're on top of a ridge. It's completely fenced. And there are really no other ways on the map to get around this and get back to the trail, they all dead end. Dead end. So we have to backtrack back to County Road 26 and actually walk up Highway 40, which I didn't really want to do. And then pass back over on this County Road 27. What a fucking pain in the ass. I did have hesitations about this map because it's dated 2009. Who knows what's happened in the last 10 years, but this is the most current map that they have for the Route National Forest, which administers this part of the Arapaho National Forest. And yeah, we walked up this little road and there's nothing at the bottom that says it's a dead end or that private property is ahead and there's no through. Oh my God, I am just so frustrated with maps. I can't wait to get back onto the fucking trail where, like, I don't have to dick around with this shit anymore. We can just follow gut hook like mindless sheep. So this is the road that we're supposed to take that the National Forest map shows as a through path to the trail. And it's about maybe a mile or less through this property that says no trespassing. Video and audio surveillance in progress. It's the Dun Running Ranch, possibly used to be the Coal Mountain Ranch near Granby, Colorado. So luckily I have phone service here because I was going to try to call the owner to see if we could just pass through rather than backtrack and then have to go south just to go north again. Because all we want to do is get back to our trail. So I Googled it, and this ranch is actually for sale. So if you're interested in buying a ranch in Granby, Colorado, please call Cody Harris. I don't know his number. It's 214 something, somewhere in Texas. I tried to call the broker as well, but he's out of the office. So, yeah, we're just going to walk through it. On the maps, it doesn't look like there's really much of anything back there. The place is for sale. We're not going to be disturbing anybody. We just want to go through. So yes, for sale, lots of acreage, backs up to state public trust lands because that's where we're standing right now. Hello, state public trust lands. At any rate, we're just going to run through here and get through to the other side because it's state public trust lands on the other side as well on this road that's clearly marked on the National Forest map as a through road. This ranch is really pretty. So if you are interested in owning your own cattle ranch in north central Colorado, this might not be bad. There's already a really nice stock pond ready for you to bring your cows, and tons and tons of sage for them to eat. A couple trees. And so far as I've seen, that's about it. It said four-wheel drive. Gaia said that this was a four-wheel drive road. But so far, even my van could make this road. It's in pretty good shape. So, yeah. It's pretty in here, but I just want to get out of it. Okay. There's the gate to the north end of the ranch. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. I do not like being in here. Makes me so anxious and stressed out. The plane just went over. It's totally having like violent daydreams of I was like totally irrational thoughts. But anyway, oh my God. I just went out of this ranch. There's not even anything here. Apparently it's just land. Almost $1.5 million worth of it. It's like 483 acres or something. But as far as I can tell, there's no structures on it, but we wouldn't know because we never left the road. There's no way I'm leaving the road to do any investigating. I just want to depart, and I want to get back to the trail and not backtrack a mile and then walk 2 or 3 miles south just so I can walk north again on an incredibly busy highway. So I guess this is one of those instances where you ask for forgiveness instead of permission. No harm done, just passing through. Get me out of here. interestingly, there's no padlock on the north gate. We'll see what the signs say. And basically, it's just like so many other of the fences on the trail and on public lands that we go through. And it says, private property behind the sign without permission. I imagine. Do not enter without permission. Well, I did try to get permission, and we're out. It's all good. Don't be mad. Alrighty, so done running ranch. We're back on state public lands. Yay! Pretty property. If you're interested in buying it, call Cody Billings. And if you do buy it, please at least let the public go through on your property like most everybody else does around here. And just ask that they stay on the road, because that's really all anybody cares about. Well, that's all hikers care about anyway. Whatever. Moving on. Look at that. Cow shit perfectly in the middle of that rock formation. Oh man, that's some art right there. Oh my god, finally some trees. Holy crap, yay! Except that they'll probably be full of mosquitoes, boo. But it's only 10:15. And it's already stupid hot out here. And there's like, oh, it looks like there's some clouds rolling in from over there. But other than that, it's just bright, blazing blue skies. Oh, hopefully we can get up here, have a little sit, because definitely tried to get through that ranch as quickly as possible. Also, we haven't seen an actual tree in quite a while. Oh, nice. Get back into some forest. There's some crazy noises coming out of this forest. That is a little loud to be a woodpecker. Unless it's an incredibly large woodpecker. Wow. Looks like nobody really ever comes in back here. Which is probably why they didn't have all the signs and cameras on the back gate. That noise is coming from up there somewhere. Oh, well, up there. Hey, hopefully we can find a log or something to sit on. Take a moment. Because it's hot. It is pretty delightful in the shade. Sometimes there's a nice cool breeze. Not much. But it beats the hell out of being out in the open. Because, oh my god, it do be hot today. We just came out of there, and back that way is the ranch. No vehicles behind this sign. They have it all locked off. And then they have a sign that says parking area, not clear for what, and a bucket. That looks fairly new. It's not all bleached out or cracked yet. Random. Very strange. Not sure what you're supposed to park here for, but it doesn't look like anyone's parked here in a long time. So we got to another very small private in-holding within the state trust lands. And of course, there's do not enter private property signs. Fortunately, this one should be pretty easy to work around because we're trying to catch a road just at the southwest end of their property anyway. So we're gonna walk around it. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on their property other than they apparently like to cut down trees. But what pisses me off is that in between the done running ranch people with their no through And these people with their do not enter, they're basically holding 2 square miles of public lands hostage and disallowing any public access to them because they won't let you pass through the already established road through their property, even if you just stay on the road without permission. That's kind of fucked up. That's basically, and it's beautiful back here. And we're on state public trust lands now. And there was a parking area. Apparently this used to be a place that people used to come and enjoy. But due to 2 private landowners, you can't do that anymore because they don't want you driving through their property on a road that was established probably before they owned it. So, whatever. I'm about respecting property rights and all, but I think when you use your land rights basically to deny the public access to our lands, that's some fucking bullshit. So we tried to bushwhack a little around the south side of the property around Carter Mountain Ranch and came up on basically an aspen forest full of just like huge pile-ups of downed trees. So that's probably not going to work. Also, it puts us a ton of distance more away from the road, having to bushwhack to that through all of those downed trees and the aspen forest, even though it is on public lands. It's just not particularly, it's just sort of impossible. Like, we could do it, but it would take probably way longer than it absolutely needs to. So that sucks. And we also horribly upset a bunch of cows in the process, which is worse. I feel worse for the cows than I feel for the people that basically cut these lands off from the public. So we're going to work our way back. Actually, at this point, I'm just inclined to just walk the road. And, you know, if anybody questions us, I got a map that has this as a route and whatever, we'll explain later. But we're really just like less than a mile away, maybe less than a mile away from County Road 27, at which point we should be home free. And then that goes to Chimney Rock Road, which is where we're getting back onto the CDT. And that is like all I want to do. All this shit with all these like private landowners cutting off public lands from people and just making it so difficult for people to just walk around like on the planet really just makes me that much more passionate about advocating for public lands, because this is fucking bullshit. We're just trying to walk back to like our trail home. We're not trying to do anything funky on anybody's lands. I understand that there are people out there that do that, people that poach and people that come in and like fish or, you know, chop other people's wood or whatever, you know, but they're not doing that on the road, more likely than not. I mean, it's like a more or less public byway that has been in existence for some time. The road should be free for people to pass through. That's the way it is on most private lands around here. Like, you'll see signs that say, public road through private property, please stay on the road. It's not that hard, people. Jesus Christ, get with a fucking program. Here's some historic trash in the Carter Mountain Ranch area. We were trying to make our way back to our road. We tried to bushwhack, but that didn't work. Now we've got Carter Creek in front of us and 2 fences. Yay. Okay, well, we made it through Carter Ranch. That was unpleasant. Oh my goodness. So many cows. And they were all really upset. Well, we're finally back on open to the public road. Maybe the Forest Service might think about changing their maps. That'd be nice, because this has been some stressful bullshit. And from here, we're basically a straight shot on this road, which turns into a Forest Service road, to Chimney Rock, and back on our own goddamn trail. Thank God. Over it. Really pretty views down the hill. Oof. And thank goodness there's a decent breeze up here, because again, we're just completely out in the open. And there's a cute couple of little puffy clouds, but none of them are helping us. But holy cow, that's pretty spectacular. Finally hit some shady spots. Yay, we're high enough, which is about time. We've been climbing more often than not today. And oh my God, when there's shade and breeze, holy crap, you've gotta love it. Now we just gotta find a suitable spot to take a nap and eat some real food. Ideally in a shady spot with the breeze, but off the road, because it is a county road, so I assume it's used. I don't care to get run over. That'd be something though. But yay, oh my gosh. It's the little things sometimes. We've been hot and exposed and out in it all day. Finally back in some forest, and it smells amazing. We found a little dappled shade spot on the side of the road. And the breeze does hit us. It's awesome. So we decided to eat lunch and take a nap here. So thanks to Hobbit, it's leftover pizza. And I'm drinking, it was supposed to be my breakfast beer, but I couldn't imagine drinking breakfast beer at 4 in the morning. So having it now, because it's on my left side in the pack. And as the sun moves to the west, that beer is just going to get hotter. So it's got to go. Plus it's heavy. Yeah. Beer, pizza, nap. Yes. So we stopped here to have lunch and a small nap. Well, I had lunch, and over 2 hours later, I woke up from the nap. Oh my gosh, we really needed to get some sleep. We're a little bit behind on that. Anyway, it's like 4:45 now, so we have to go find some water because we're not sleeping next to water because mosquitoes. And, you know, I don't know, maybe hike a little bit. We'll see what happens, how it all shakes out. I don't know, maybe we just live here now. It's a nice turnout on the road. Nobody ran us over. He said somebody came by, but I was so dead that I did not even, it didn't even make a dent, which is unusual for me because I'm pretty insomniac, so usually stuff like that, because he said it was like an ATV or something, like typically that would totally wake me up, but nope, nothing. Not a bit. Great nap. That's actually my kind of nap. So we're gonna, I guess, get up and, I don't know, hike, whatever it is we do when we're not sleeping on the side of the road. We're moving. Woohoo! There's a little cloud cover over the sun. Awesome. And hey, if we had just gone like a little bit further, less than 1/4 mile, we could have slept in the forest for our nap. We're on the Arapaho National Forest now. And so now this road is called Forest Road 103. It actually meets up with the CDT by Chimney Rock. And the CDT walks this road for a while too. I think that's in like, I don't know, a few miles. It's a little after 6 and we're stopped again, this time to get water out of Lindsay Creek, which is about a little over a mile south of Chimney Rock and the reconnection with the CDT. We decided to sit here and drink a bunch of water because we're both a little bit dehydrated. It is hot. It was hot and really impactful sun today. And I can see that I need to do better with my sunscreen application. Good God. Anyways, we're hanging out here for a little bit. drinking water because we're gonna camp at Chimney Rock. It seems to be the driest place to camp around, and because the mosquitoes are so horrible, we'd like to stay up and away from them as much as possible. So we're just gonna pack a bunch of water from here so we can dry camp. And then once we hit the trail tomorrow, the next water is like less than 5 miles or less away. So basically we just sort of walk down the Indian Creek drainage towards another county highway. Anyway, so that's kind of nice. I'm glad we've been, we started early, so we're gonna end a little bit early. Hopefully get the tent up and into it before the mosquitoes start going crazy on our asses. And hopefully up at Chimney Rock, they just won't be as bad as they were yesterday. Although yesterday's place seemed like a fairly dry place, but they were still just like bananas last night. Do not care to repeat that any more than necessary. So drink now, dry later. Hopefully it works. I'm guessing that's Chimney Rock. Looks chimney-ish. We're gonna try and camp up there because it looks a little drier everywhere on both sides of the route that we're on, and the CDT from Chimney Rock are pretty wet. So to try and avoid mosquitoes, we're gonna get up there and get set up and hopefully not be as miserable as last night. So Nightcrawler wandered off the road looking for a shortcut. And what he found was a pretty awesome campsite. Oh my God, a fire pit you could roast a pig in with like fresh cut wood and an unidentified historic trash bucket over there. But nice. And the mosquitoes are already starting to come out. So basically we're just gonna have to throw down this tent as quickly as possible. Probably won't get to enjoy all of this stuff that much because the mosquitoes are horrible, but pretty epic views, not too shabby. And there's probably also LTE up here, so take it. Win. Thanks, babe. Good job. Awesome. So we're more or less set up. Yay. Without the misery. Nightcrawler built a fire. He's trying to do a time lapse too of the sunset. It's also including the camp. It is so nice to be able to sit at a table like a real grown girl. Oh my God. So I'm gonna try and enjoy this as much as possible and eat dinner here before the mosquitoes get too crazy. They're already out, but they're not nearly as bad as they were last night. And at this point now, it's basically just a tuck and run into the tent. But that sun is super strong, so it's smoking in the tent already. Like, it's hot in there. I do not want to be in there. I'd rather be out here. It's still warm, but at least there's some fresh air coming through. That's a little bit after 8. I'm just gonna stay up and watch the sunset, but we're getting up at 3 again. And even though I took that long ass nap earlier, I feel like I can do a good 7 plus, I don't know, 17, 27 hours more. So I'm gonna knock out. Made it into the tent before the mosquitoes started getting crazy. Yay, that's a win. There aren't any in here now, so that I'm aware of. So that's good. But yeah, it's gonna be another early morning so that we can get up and get going. There's gonna be a bunch of miles of a wet, swampy area, and I imagine they'll probably be up and at it tomorrow. So gotta get up and get moving before they come for us. Oh, on that note, it's been a beautiful, it's been a great day. Super chill. Very frustrating though, all of the private land issues and whatever, all the closed roads and denial of access to our lands. That pisses me off, but that was a while ago. I'm still thinking about nap, and like lunch was great and I had a good dinner, and we found a great spot. So all in all, fantastic day. See you tomorrow.